Hello and welcome back to the Skyline Sports Spotlight. I'm your host Antonio Peeples, and today we have Clarice Curtner, who's coming on from the women's soccer team. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Now, before we get into it, I do want to give a little background to your days in playing soccer.
Yeah.
So you're officially the third guest on my show, and you played soccer in high school at Cappuccino.
Yes. And
you were Max Prep's Soccer Player of the Year your senior year at high school. So that's a little background to Clarice. She's pretty good at soccer. I guess the first thing I want to ask you is, obviously I've interviewed you after games. That's kind of how I know you from the soccer team. What do you feel like it's like getting an interview? Because you're always open to it. But I have had players in the past turn me down. So what's it like getting interviewed after games?
I think it's really fun. I like talking with new people, especially when they're nice. Like Antonio, I appreciate you coming out, so I want to give you my time to talk.
Thanks. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun because again, after losses, I have to cover you guys either way. So yeah, it's cool when you guys are open to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're in JUCO, obviously, you're on the team now. You're a sophomore now, but you had to go from Cappuccino to now. You got recruited probably. What was it like going to Skyline and knowing like that you knew the coach beforehand and different things like that? Or how did you get on the team?
I got on the team because one of the coaches, Coach Mike, came out to my Cappuccino soccer game, which I was actually playing goalie at the time, and I wasn't on the field. So I don't know, he came up to us after the game and was like, who's interested? And we just talked with him. And prior to that, actually, a Quirarte coach came to our practice, and I was like thinking about Quirarte. And I was like, oh, it's so far, Skyline's so close. And Coach Mike seemed really nice. So then he invited me out, and we did like a pre-talk showing me the field and like the team room. I was getting a good vibe. So I was like, all right, Skyline. Yeah. I already knew I wanted to go to Skyline though before that.
Got it. So it was already kind of in your mind before he talked to you. Mm-hmm. And that's how was that kind of knowing that Quirarte had gone up to you too? Because that's pretty cool to get two colleges to kind of come up to you. Now you kind of have options as a student athlete. What was that like, kind of just balancing too? Because I know obviously Skyline was already in your head. Yeah.
One of my good friends, Justine Chakudi, she plays on the Quirarte team now. She was trying to convince me to go to Quirarte with her, and I was like, I don't know, it's pretty far, and I live so close to Skyline, so it's just convenient to come here. So I don't know. I just felt good that both wanted me, and I was like, all right, Skyline it is though.
Got it. Cool. And it's funny, you answered my question. I was going to ask you did not play the same position you do now at your old high school. You were goalie. So how did that transition happen between goalie to you're a defender now, right? What was that like?
So I played for Burlingame Soccer Club, and at Burlingame Soccer Club, when I wasn't in my high school season, I would play pretty much everywhere. I've played every single position. I've played forward as a winger, and I've played defense, which I play now, the left and right wing. But high school, we didn't have a goalie. So everyone was like, all right, who's going to be our goalie? And I was just like, I'll be it. Like, I love playing different positions. I think it's super fun to learn all the different positions. And I had a blast playing goalie, and I did really well. So I was pretty impressed with myself there.
Got it. Yeah, that's a really interesting thing to say, that you were the only one that said that you kind of volunteered to get that position, because that is a big one,
Yeah, for sure.
Stopping the goals and different things like that. So when Coach Mike recruited you, how did that transfer happen from goalie to were you a goalie here at Skyline for a little bit, or what was that?
I'm like the backup goalie currently.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
And I was the backup goalie last year as well. Okay. But he knows my club coach, so he had talked to my club coach to kind of how is she on the field probably? Yeah. And then my club coach probably told him, she's like good or whatever. So, he kind of knew that I can play on the field. And thankfully we had Bailey last year, and she was really good. So Icy's really good now too. So I don't have to be in goal, which is nice. I like being on the field better, honestly.
Cool. Yeah, so you prefer being out rather than being goalie?
Yeah, I prefer it.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, because I mean, again, so you at any time you could be the backup goalie to play that position. All right. Okay. Did not know that. All right. So you talked about your high school career, and obviously you were pretty good there. And here at Skyline, you've been here 2 years now. So what would you say the biggest difference you noticed from college to high school playing soccer on the field?
That's a good question. The biggest difference I notice is just like the environment,
Yeah.
A lot of the girls are all different ages, more mature, and I feel like coming to Skyline was a great shift from high school. It was kind of more of a toxic environment for me, at least. There was a lot of groups within the team.
Yeah.
And here at Skyline, we're all one group. It feels like I'm connected to everyone. Everyone treats each other really nice and uplifts each other, which is my favorite part of the Skyline team. Just everyone's super positive all the time, no matter if we're losing or winning.
Cool. So you would say that like just the environment's a little different with just the teammates as well.
Just the environment, yeah. Honestly, the levels are about the same. You have your really, really good players, and then you have your players that have never played before playing for community colleges.
Got it. And so when did it hit for you that you wanted to play in college? Because obviously you were talking about, Skyline was in your head. I was talking to you. When did that hit? Was it kind of junior year? Was it kind of the freshman year of soccer? Were you already competing for that? What do you feel like kind of set you up for, like, I know I want to go to college and play soccer?
Honestly, it was a last-minute decision. I was on the fence my senior year, because I knew I was going to community college. I was just like, I'm going to Skyline, but I don't know if I want to play soccer still. And I was just like, I don't know. It was kind of just like a decision. My parents kind of were a big influence, like, oh, you should play, you'll have fun, and if you don't, you can always just leave if you don't like the environment. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. So it was more of like I'll try it. And I plan to, when I transfer, I'm transferring to next fall I'm transferring, so I plan to play on like a club team for school.
Nice. So, and I've heard a lot of good things about club teams. They're fun.
Yeah.
So I wish you luck with that. That's cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. And so talking about it, you obviously played soccer a lot, and you talked about almost not thinking about soccer in college, and you can go through all those emotions as an athlete. So what would you say soccer has meant to you in your life?
Everything. I've played since I was 3. I played AYSO since I was 3 up until 8th grade. And then I played for Lowen Soccer Club in San Bruno for about 2 years. And I left Lowen and joined Burlingame Soccer Club when I was a sophomore. And I've just loved it. I mean, it was my number one. I did competitive gymnastics for a while. And once you get older, sports get more competitive. And I was like, all right, I got to choose. And soccer was just number one. I think what made me love soccer more is the fact when I was younger, my dad would coach my recreational team, and that just made me love it 10 times more. And just having so many friends and meeting new people just like makes it fun. I love it.
Cool. And that's really cool to hear that your families kind of support with that, because that's really fun too when you have a family member that kind of backs you up. And
definitely.
Do they still go to your games a lot at Skyline?
Yeah, my dad comes to every single game when we play at Skyline, and my mom too. So
that's great. That's awesome. You got some fans. Cool.
Yeah.
Here's a more silly question.
Right.
What does your pregame meal look like for you?
Well, it depends what time we play at.
Okay.
We usually play in the afternoon, so I'm usually having lunch before, and my favorite pregame meal before a Skyline soccer game would be like a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like sourdough, lettuce, tomato, avocado.
Avocado, that's a good one. Yeah.
Like pepper jack.
Okay.
You're not supposed to have spicy before games, or I try not to, but I love spicy food.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to
put a little in there, but I need to be careful with that because I've overdone the spice.
You've overdone the spice before?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to watch it. We can't just eat whatever we want before games.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, beet juice. I'm big known for that.
Beet juice. That is,
I'm known well for that. You can ask any of my teammates. Every game, beet juice.
How did that happen? How did you even encounter beet juice? And I wouldn't even think of, how did that happen? How did you start?
So I heard that beet juice was like good for like endurance. So I was like, all right, I need some like hype, especially my freshman year when I was like a little bit more nervous before games. I was like, I need some something to make me do good. So I was like, beet juice. And I was like, oh, I did really good that game. So I just kept drinking it before every single game. So that's like a pregame ritual kind of funny thing. Like I have my beet juice and I drink it.
Okay. All right. So that's it worked. It did work.
It does.
And you technically are being really healthy. You're being a real student athlete there. So, okay. All right. So beet juice.
So that's a little silly. Yeah.
I would be scared to even try beet juice, but
Tastes a little like dirt, but
Okay, all right. Yeah, she's not convincing me to go all in on the beet juice and the health parts of it. Okay, all right. So then beet juice, and you would say a turkey sandwich is solid.
Yes, yeah, okay. Definitely. All right. Before game.
Cool, great. You're a sophomore on the team. You've been here for a year now, and so what has it been like for you in your second year, kind of being someone who has experience, who can maybe answer some of the questions the freshmen have? What's it been like for you just navigating throughout the year, being that, knowing that?
Just working hard, putting your best effort out there, and staying positive, being nice to all your teammates will really just get you far. That's what I think. Everyone on I think Skyline's the best team in the entire community college district to join. Everyone's super nice and uplifting and funny, and you'll just make forever friends.
Cool, great, and it's really cool to hear the camaraderie side more on, the main thing you're talking about is just the community aspect of it, because everyone goes out there and competes every day, but it's another thing to have people that you support you and back you up.
Yeah.
So, I do have a picture to show you with the team and it's from this, and I brought the iPad today for an easier,
yay.
But it's from the Skyline Women's Instagram, who I think Sam.
She runs it.
She runs it, yeah. So tell me about this day, and we'll put this in post. But tell me about this day, because you guys, there's a lot more of just you guys hanging out, but this is a group photo.
Yeah.
And so what was this day like, and how did this come about? There's a lot of you.
Sam Iflo was like, all right, instead of a practice, can we do a team bonding to the coaches? And the coaches are like, all right, yeah. Pretty sure it was like a Friday. So they're like, all right, have a team bonding. So then we all went to Soul Grind. We were actually supposed to go on a hike, but the hike did not end up happening because we got there, we all got our coffees and food and whatever. And we started playing, I forget what the game is called, but I think it's hot seat, where you're in the seat and like I set a timer for 1 minute and I get to ask you whatever I want. And you have to answer.
You have to answer.
You have to answer.
Okay, that sounds like a little interesting game.
It was definitely a bonding moment there for all of us, because questions.
Yeah, that's putting you're vulnerable right there. That's good questions. Yeah.
It was super funny, and we were just all having the best time. We probably spent like 2 to 3 hours there, just dying, laughing, probably being a little too loud for the environment we were in, but it was so fun. So we didn't go on the hike, but we played a lot of hot seat, and that was fun.
Got it. Okay, and I bet the hike was more for the coaches to be like, we're doing something kind of physical activity, right? You're doing something. Yeah. But that's cool. So you guys got out of practice, had a fun team bonding.
Yeah, we were definitely laughing, so that was a little physical.
Yeah, a little, a lot of deep breaths there. But okay, all right, because you've talked a lot about the team aspect of it, and that's one of them. And so I see you guys are team bonding on, you're sharing it on Instagram, things like that. So that's cool. Obviously, you have 2 assistant coaches officially online. I think it's Jessica and Ryan, right? Those are the 2.
And then
there's one more.
Kaylin.
Right? And so they've had to take over a couple games where Mike isn't there. He's with the men's soccer team. What's it like with them throughout this year? Not just when they're, they're going to be coaches for those games, and they're going to be the only ones that are kind of there as your coaching staff. But what's it been like for you just working with them all season long? Like, what kind of mentors are they for your team?
Awesome. Ryan is super funny. He always tries to be like cool and fit in with the kids these days, trying to use the lingo, which is I love it. I think it's funny.
Got it.
I would say Jess is more on like bad cop side, but she still can have a good time and it's fun. So we need that like strictness sometimes to like lock in and focus. And then same with Caitlin. She has that like strict kind of mentality, but she also knows how to have fun. So I think it's really fun having them. They're all like pretty young coaches, so I think that's also kind of fun. It's more like relatable, and I think they're awesome. They do good. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Good coaches.
So I'm going to go back to the iPad for real quick, because I have a video to show you.
All right, yeah.
And it's from I think it's one of the only videos you guys have.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a feeling you're going to know already. And again, we'll put this in post a little bit. It's this one. I don't know if the audio is going to work here.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's you guys. And so you guys look like you're having a ton of fun, but the coaches are involved in this, right? Those 2 are going along with this little TikTok style video. And so this is media day. And so what was that day like, getting the coaches involved? And how did you have to convince them? What was that day like? No
convincing needed. Sam did it all though. She was the one recording, or like had the camera for the coaches, and she was just like, can you guys do this? And they're like, yeah, sure, like let's do it. And they were like practicing, and it was just really funny. That day was good. We were supposed to actually have practice after, and then we just spent so long kind of messing around, taking pictures, because we're all looking good. So yeah, that day was fun. It's another bonding day, I felt like.
Yeah, well, another day you get, having so much fun, hiking and things get to the side. So that's cool. That's awesome. And so Sam was mainly in charge of that, but my question for you, would Mike do that?
Yeah, Mike would definitely do that.
Mike would definitely do that?
Mike can also have some fun.
Okay.
He's a fun guy, yeah.
All right.
I would see Mike doing that too.
Okay. See, well, because he, again, when I talk to him, he's totally cool when I, do games for the men's soccer, but he's intense. He can get intense. I feel like he's like he has like a shift, which I think is good. He's definitely more intense at the guys' games, and it's pretty funny to see the shift when he comes to the girls' games, which I think is
pretty valid that I would not want him to be screaming at me. I'm on a scream at me, please, no.
Because I think I was at a game at Deanne's, and it was.
He can get
loud. I heard him across the field, so I was just like, I saw that, and I'm like, I wonder if because I've been on teams where coaches would be like, absolutely not. So that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Reminds me a bit of like Draymond Green, the Warriors.
Okay.
A little fire, competitive. Yeah,
okay.
Very competitive.
All right, cool. Yeah, cool. And so. It's another silly question. When you think of soccer fields, most of them are turf now. Basically, all of them are turf. But I think Chabot has a real field and a couple others.
Yeah.
Which having played on soccer most of your life, which do you prefer, turf or real grass?
This is a controversial take, but grass.
Grass.
I grew up playing on grass, so just like a nice grass field though, just like fresh cut, like soft, luscious grass. Oof. That's the best to play on, in my opinion.
Okay.
I like turf too. I mean, I play on turf now with the Skyline field, but grass is my favorite. Just nice cut grass. Just nothing beats it.
Got it. Cool. And I didn't expect that because again, I think I rarely see a real field anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Yeah. It's when it's nice though.
When it's nice. Yeah.
Have you played in the thick of it?
I have played in the thick of it, yes, where there's like holes and you have to like
maneuver around,
tread carefully. You don't want to break your ankles. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So nice clean cut grass. You're totally
just some nice grass. Yeah.
Cool.
Plus, if it's hot, it's like cooler.
That's true.
The turf can get really hot.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like the tire turf. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have a nice field here at Skyline. It doesn't get too hot, which is nice.
Yeah. I think you guys got it redone, right?
It's brand new too.
Yep.
Super nice.
It's great. Yeah. All right. So I guess you already answered this a little bit, but are you superstitious?
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Why? What? In what way?
Well, because the beet juice, you had one good game, and then you're stuck with it the entire time. So okay. So no.
Maybe I was a little bit more so, but I have skipped some beet juices like this year because I feel more confident in myself as a sophomore.
Okay.
Whereas when I was a freshman, I was like, I need my beet juice. I even remember one game, I came to Skyline. We were going to take the bus to a far game, and I was like, I forgot my beet juice. Coach Mike, my house is like 8 minutes away. Can I go to my house and get my beet juice? And he's like, be really fast. Like, we're leaving right now.
You guys went to that's cool.
So I sped to my house and got my beet juice. But now, would I do that? Probably not. I feel more confident. Like, if I didn't have my beet juice, I'd still be okay. I just do it for the fun of it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's got to be one weird way to be stressed about a game is I need.
Exactly. I was pretty stressed then, but now I'd be like, all right, I'm okay. I'll still be good.
Okay. So not superstitious overall, but beet juice was just a little bit of a...
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
At some point.
All right. So you're not so...
Not so much anymore. No.
Okay. All right. Cool. So if you don't have beet juice, she's just confident. She got it.
Yeah, I got it. I'm still confident.
Cool. Do you have a favorite memory playing here at Skyline? Now that you're a sophomore, you have a little bit more experience under your belt. And it doesn't have to be on the field. It can be, obviously, you guys probably have a bunch off the field, but what's a key memory you can think of for yourself?
There's just so many. Just being every single practice, honestly, they're all pretty key. Going out with the team. Last year we went out in the city and had a lot of fun, danced. That was pretty fun. Went out for Halloween with one of the girls last year, and hopefully today's Halloween and I'm going out with Bailey, so hopefully that'll be another key memory I'll make. So. Cool. Oh, and definitely that the hot seat game, that was pretty ingrained in my memory. It's pretty fun.
Got it. Yeah. That looked fun, but I didn't. Again, that photo doesn't tell the whole story there.
Another one. I just thought of another one. See, there's so many. Bailey and Ida, both wearing their shiesties to practice, playing in it. They have like cat ones with the ears.
The ears?
I think it's pretty funny.
That is funny. That is funny. I bet. Okay, was the team laughing about it? Or
everyone thinks it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they get to wear it the whole practice?
Oh no, the coaches were like, take that off.
Okay, yeah. So that was the one time they were like, yeah, no.
We did it for warm-up though. For warm-ups, they had it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they got away with it for a little bit.
And then they were like, all right, it's time to play.
All right. Yeah. That's more fun. Yeah. Showing up to chase. Okay. That's fun. Yeah. So my last question to you, and this is the end of the interview. Mm-hmm. For someone who's thinking about, a student athlete who's thinking about going to JUCO and playing, whether it's soccer or any other sport, what advice would you give to a young student athlete looking to kind of make a decision on whether they should play JUCO or not?
Go and meet with the team. I would just say do it. Go, play for a week, see how you like it. If you like the vibe of the team and you feel good, then I would say stick with it. That's the best way to find out, in my opinion, because I think the most important thing is the team environment that you play in. that's it. Yeah, just go test it out, and then that's when you'll know, like, this is the team for me or not. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a fun conversation. Thank you. And that wraps up our 3rd episode of the Skyline Sports Spotlight. Subscribe and rate us wherever you listen to your podcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.